How do people make money from a recession? A recession is a period of significant decline in economic activity. Now, you may hear people saying that we're not in a recession, but a recession is when you have 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP, or gross domestic product, and newsflash, we've just hit it. And during the last recession in 2008 and 2009, houses and stocks plummeted in value, with many Americans scrambling to try and save their money. Hey guys, it's Eric Martel, and today I'm going to be revealing my secrets and telling you the best 3 cities you should be investing in when the reset button does get hit, because this is our opportunity to get rich. But first, make sure you like and subscribe, because who knows when this thing is coming, and I'm making videos every single week to give you the information you need to act on one of the biggest potential opportunities to invest in years. Today we're going through the best 3 cities that are going to have deals of a lifetime after that reset button gets hit and housing prices drop. But before I tell you the 3 cities that I've ranked to the top of my list, I'm going to tell you which criteria I use to rank these cities to the top and what types of investment should you be looking to make. I am a cash flow investor first, and you should be too. So if you are a billionaire just looking for a place to park your money, this list is not for you. You should be looking for places that are going to make money in the long run with appreciation. But more importantly, you want deals that increase your passive income today. Now keep in mind, there are millions of ways to make money in real estate, but there are some investments that are better than others. In the coming recession, we expect businesses to slow down, unemployment to go up, but interest rates will keep going up too to fight inflation. What does that mean? It's going to be a rocky road. So we're looking for the best deals that we can find during a recession. But you have to make sure that you're looking for the right types of properties. Here's what you should not be investing in during a recession. We can expect the stock market to go down, businesses to stop expanding, which means less demand for office space, warehouses, and industrial spaces, which means less demand for commercial real estate. Do not get caught here. With high inflation, families will tend to cut down their expenses, and the first thing they cut is travel. Expect slashes in vacation budgets. So I would avoid investing in anything in the hotel industry or Airbnb. Where does that leave us? The best choice here is residential rentals. You want to make sure the property is cash flowing, which means that it is making a monthly profit over all your expenses and the money set aside for maintenance and vacancies. We also don't want to be investing in luxury or Class A rentals or other expensive rentals. An important phenomenon happens during a recession and high inflation. It is something called downsizing. People can't afford higher rent properties because of the increase in rent or job loss, so they downgrade from an A-class property to B, or from a B to a C-class property. If you're investing in an A-class property, the numbers are going to drop. Make sure you're investing in B and C-class properties, which are entry-level homes for middle-class Americans. We're talking 3 to 4 bedroom homes or small multifamily properties. You also want to buy these rentals for no more than $200,000. Why is this? This is my anecdotal experience, but typically properties don't cash flow above $200K. When you get to the big bucks, people seem to want to invest for the long-term appreciation. We're smarter. We want money now and money later. And to do that, we need to downsize ourselves. Now that we know what property we should be looking for, let's talk about where we should be looking for these to make the most investment in a downturn. Here are the criteria we're looking for cities where we're going to be investing. We want to look at metropolitan areas with positive net migration, which indicates a city that is desirable. Simple. Find a place people want to be in today, and more people will be there tomorrow. We want to look at cities with good business growth too. Yeah, even though many industries will be affected by the recession, healthcare is probably the one industry that will stay strong. This is because people always need healthcare. Some treatments may be postponed, but for the most part, people go to the doctors because they need it, no matter if they are in a recession or not. High-tech sector will do well also, but the workers can more easily relocate. In that category, I include companies like Amazon, Facebook, Apple, and Google. Food sector is also going to be pretty strong, so all the major grocery chains will also do very well. The transportation sector would also do very well, such as FedEx, UPS, and metros with massive logistics and transportation hubs. We also want cities with an unemployment around the national average. Since the unemployment nationally is about 3.5% and it's close to full employment, we are looking for metropolitan areas with unemployment rate between 3 and 5%. The unemployment rate might go up, but at least it shows that the job market is strong in that metropolitan area. 3.5% is considered full employment, so we're looking for cities that are fully employed. We still want cities that are landlord friendly, so no California or New York tenant laws that can financially cripple you. It is important for your property to remain cash flow positive, and you can't let it be an economic drain with a tenant you can't get rid of. So we need to make sure we're in states where we can easily evict tenants who don't pay rent. You also want cities where the rent to value ratio is between 0.6 and 1.5%. The rent to value ratio is a shortcut metric to determine if a rental property will cash flow. The rent to value ratio is calculated by taking the median rent divided by the median house value. A higher rent to value ratio means a higher probability for cash flow. There's a phenomenon during a recession when people lose their job, they often go back to school to learn new skills. So we're looking for cities that have lots of colleges. And now here's the list. Starting from the bottom at number 3, Cincinnati, Ohio. Why Cincinnati? I thought you'd never ask. Population is growing, but it's not growing at a rate that is not sustainable. Demand for housing is going to be so high that the prices are going to be driven through the roof, and we won't be able to find properties that at a reasonable price that will cash flow. So you're going to be able to find good properties there, good tenants, and they're going to appreciate even during the recession. Number 2, Cleveland, Ohio. It was originally focused on manufacturing, but it's currently going more into high-tech and healthcare. Its renewed focus on space exploration and fuel cell industry is also very important. The population growth has been at 1.3% year over year, so doing very well, still within our range, a little bit outside of our 0 to 1%, but still a very strong market. So the job market is strong with an unemployment rate of 5.5%, a little bit above the number that we're looking for, but they have still very strong economy from what I could see with Cleveland Clinic, Sherwin-Williams, and other big companies. So Cleveland is one of the most recession-resistant markets in the US according to Crane's Cleveland Business. And the reason for this is that the appreciation of the value of properties has been pretty consistent year over the last decades or so. So we feel pretty confident that it will continue in the same direction. So median list price is about $115K with a median rent of $1,100, which is right at the right 1% rule, the 1% rent to value ratio. Which means that if you buy a property in Cleveland, it's probably going to make you money. Number 1, Memphis. So the population growth in metropolitan Memphis area has been about 0%. So it's very neutral. Employment grew 1%. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that job sectors that grew the most in Memphis were constructions, manufacturing, professional and business services, leisure, and hospitality. According to Realtor.com, Memphis is the #1 market where investors are turning single-family homes into rentals because of the affordable home prices and high percentage of renters. The median rent of a 3-bedroom apartment is about $1,495, and the median list price of a home is about $165,000, which is very close to that 1% rule, which means again that we should be able to find lots of properties that will cash flow. Memphis has a lot to offer. There's a new convention center that was built, a couple of new hotels, and you have to remember FedEx has the 2nd largest cargo airport in the world located in Memphis, large distribution center also from all kinds of different companies like Amazon, Nike. We also have headquarters of International Paper and AutoZone. Again, not only a great place to work, but it's also a great place to live with lots of live music and entertainment. This is going to attract people to move to Memphis, and this is why we're seeing, even though the population increase is pretty neutral, I expect that there's going to be more people that are going to be interested to move to Memphis for these reasons. I think Memphis is the best city to invest in single-family rentals right now because it has a very strong industry, It has very good median list price and high demand for rent, where we can find a lot of deals that will cash flow. Memphis will be able to go through this recession very well because of the large employers that are in there, including FedEx, which is critical to the whole digital economy. We also have Amazon and Nike, and the large distribution centers are located in Memphis. We also have large employers that are there, including St. Jude's Hospital, one of the largest healthcare facilities in the US. For all these reasons, I think the job growth is going to be great. It's a great place to live. It's going to attract a lot of people. And when I'm looking at the property prices and I'm looking at the rents, I think everything is going in the right direction. So nobody has a crystal ball, but if you invest in these three cities during the recession, you're going to be making money. So make sure you like and subscribe, because millionaires are made during a recession and you need to know what's going on.